Okay, so picture a 18-year-old version of myself that basically just means a skinnier and more athletic version. It was my senior year of high school, final year of football, and it was in the preseason. I was running a wind sprint or a gasser. Basically, it's just the width of the field. I was making a cut, completely non-contact, and I felt a pop in my knee. And it was really weird because it wasn't painful at all. So I just kept trying to run, but I realized that I couldn't lock out my knee at all. And trying to run without being able to lock out your knee is not possible. I went to the doctor, got an MRI, and the doctor said that I had a bucket handle tear on my medial meniscus on my right knee. So if you think of the medial meniscus, it's like a crescent shape, and the inside of it tore and flipped over. So if this is my femur and this is my fib tib, it will go back and forth like this. Well, there was now a piece of cartilage in between, not letting it straighten out. Which sucked. I had two options. Well, usually there are two options for meniscus tear. Sometimes when it's not that bad, you just can shave out the bad piece of cartilage. But if it's really bad, and depending on your age, sometimes you can opt to have cartilage repaired. Now, the issue with repairing cartilage is that it doesn't heal quite like other connective tissue, and it doesn't heal like muscle or skin would. The hope was to flip the piece back over, sew it up, and that enough blood flow would come in so that it would end up repairing the piece of cartilage. The problem with that was that I would have to forgo my entire senior season of football. It was looking to be a really good one because I had already committed to playing lacrosse at the University of Vermont. And I wanted to have a healthy knee and longevity over the rest of my life. I was only 18 years old. So I didn't play football, and I rehabbed from I think it was like 4 to 6 months. And it was really tough rehab. But I came back. It was the start of lacrosse season. And I took another cut, and the exact same thing happened again. Went in, got an MRI. The doctor said, yep, it just tore exactly where it was supposed to heal up. So really the only option we have now is to take that big chunk out. The recovery from that was only 3 weeks, and I had a really good lacrosse season, and the rest is history. I basically trained and ran around and lifted for the next 10 years. Here I am, I'm 28 years old now, and I think I have like 30%, maybe less, of a meniscus on the medial side of my right knee. It's starting to bring some problems. I'm becoming slightly arthritic in the right side of my knee, and you guys will see the ultrasound coming up here, where you can see how close my femur is to, I don't know if it's fibula or tibia. What I do now to help the pain and to prevent further arthritis, I'm getting these injections of Synvisc. Synvisc is basically synthetic synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is the fluid in between your joints, kind of like WD-40 or any sort of oil or grease to keep joints moving. Synvisc, once it binds to your femur and fib tib, can protect the joint. Typically, Synvisc is used for elderly and people with some arthritis that comes with being older. But the doctor basically was like, your knee is like an arthritic 70-year-old man. I want to offer a disclaimer about this. If you have an injury, do the research, try to rehab it as best you can, work as hard as you can to fix it yourself, to fix it without the need of drugs or something that seems simple. I'm not just going in here and saying, oh, my knee hurts, please give me a corticosteroid, please give me Synvisc, just do it, help me out so I can get right back to training. Like, no, I went 10 years from my surgery, and now this is what I'm dealing with. Just as a warning, if any of you are squeamish, there is a needle going directly into my knee. So if you don't want to watch, that's totally understandable. But here's what the appointment with my doctor looked like.
A little bit of fluid. That's good. That's good form to your capsule over your medial knee joint. When it starts to wear down, man, you'll see this start to really just bulge out from pressure in that knee.
So is that
So that's a good thing. This
fib,
looks
tib,
good.
and femur right here?
So this is tibia, tibia. Tibia's down here, femur's up here.
And so there's
Femur's got that curve to it.
so this is the good knee.
Yeah, there's space there.
Yeah.
That's that medial space. So you got you a little bit tighter. Look at that.
Yeah, so that's the right knee.
That's the
Bad
right
knee.
knee. Look at this one. See, you got a little more space.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
obvious. Really cold. Happy thoughts. 3, 2, 1, poke. Look at that. You held it steady too. That's it. I'll pull back just to make sure there's any pressure. You with me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good news is it's one poke.
It's just a bunch of pressure now.
Yeah. We'll put the steroid in and then we'll come back. You don't have a lot of pressure in there. When you have less fluid, you have less pressure pushing back, so that's good. I told you it didn't look like you had hardly any fluid in there whenever I was ultrasounding you. That just confirms. All right, low pressure now. Doing okay?
Yeah.
Fill her up. Heard it squeeze in. Look at that angle. Later.
So yeah, that can kind of paint a picture of the experience that I have with the doctor and what I do to help my knee out and help future me out. Comment below if you guys have had injuries or surgeries or meniscus tears or anything like that. I'm actually really curious to see what your rehab has been like. But yeah, I just wanted to share this story with you, hopefully motivate you past your injuries and to get out there and move better and stay healthy. Thank you guys so much for watching.